Introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action. And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Miles Turner is one of the game's premier rim protectors. He said, quote, "I change games. I'm able to push my team."
Well, he is a presence, Allie, no question. Thank you. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Halliburton and Mathurin man the backcourt together. Nesmith out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Turner in at center. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 4. Here's Halliburton. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Tipped. Brunson finds Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Pass to Mathurin. Inside. Turner against Towns. The 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, that's the great three-point stroke of Miles Turner, and has that feathery touch from deep. At his size, really hard to guard.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. 4 on the clock. The 3 ball. No good that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's Nesmith, covered by Towns. Halliburton on the wing. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's Nesmith. He's guarded by Bridges. All by himself.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off. I'll tell you, the skilled defensive effort right there. OG Anunoby contesting shots, exactly what you would hope for.
Brunson passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Now Turner. Here's Nesmith. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Turner. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Karl Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
Halliburton outside. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's good. 2 points. Halliburton's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Bridges. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Towns finds Hart. The 3 is up. Pacers with a rebound. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Mathurin. It doesn't go for him. New York goes the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to Halliburton. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Bridges. Fast break, New York. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Halliburton outside to the left wing. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Halliburton's got 8.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Brunson. Siakam pulls down the board. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Neesmith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Here's Towns. No good on the shot. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. And it's powered home by Towns.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Here's Matherin. Here's Halliburton. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
I'll tell you, at 6'8" with the elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
One thing that makes OG Anunoby unique in this league, his nationality.
I've heard OG say he hopes to inspire other British players.
Well, I think, B.A., he's proved that there's a road for them, right? Basketball is played all over the world, and all you need to do is find somebody to notice you. The NBA certainly becomes more international every year.
Now here's Toppin. Takes one from 10 feet. First shot won't go.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Now Payne to the inside. Achua with the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to Nembhard. McConnell against Payne. Got a hand on it. Bridges, right side. Achua. Achua with the dunk.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And here's McConnell. Pass to Toppin. Back to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Payne. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Now here's McConnell, looking for his first basket still in this one. Bridges outside. Pass to Payne. For 3. It's hauled in by McConnell. For Indiana, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Here's Matherin. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Here's Payne. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
McConnell finds Toppin. McConnell outside. Over to the wing. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Toppin. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's McBride going inside.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to McConnell, 14 feet away. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing, right side. Lets it go from deep. McBride can't get it to go. Indiana trailing here. McConnell outside. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's good for 2.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Tries yet again. And the play by Bridges as he finishes it off for 2.
Well, I think effort might be the calling card of Mikal Bridges. This guy is willing to hit the offensive glass. All about how much do you want it.
And so
The Knicks, 25. The Pacers, 19.
hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Pascal Siakam out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in a shooting guard. And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Knicks making their last shot. Turner. Here's Siakam. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. I'm not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Knicks. Here's Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Achua with a rebound. Achua's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brunson. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, the Pacers shooting about 43% in this one. And Nesmith gets it to go.
But Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball, helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
Brunson passes to Hart. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Achua. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achua. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Nesmith. Now here's Siakam. Halliburton outside.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Pass to Nembhard. And the foul on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Hart. Clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. So it's the Pacers now, after the basket by New York. To the middle. Here's Nembhard. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Here's Neesmith. Anunoby covering. Lets it fly. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, B.A., certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Timeout called, the Pacers. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Now here's Brunson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. McConnell, he's checked in for Nembhard.
T.J. McConnell.
Indiana has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Pass to Siakam. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
Brunson against McConnell. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Indiana has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
McConnell against Brunson. 6 to shoot. Oh, stolen by Turner. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Grant.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor, solid shooting threat from outside, and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
Well, before he arrived in the NBA, Jalen Brunson had a ton of success in college. This guy instrumental in Villanova's national title in 2018.
Halliburton misses. New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Toppin. Now Halliburton. He's covered by Hart. Halliburton misses. For all he did at the college level, Brunson still dropped to the second round of the NBA draft order.
He did, B.A., but he showed he belonged right away. His numbers get a little bit better every season. At 6'1", he's a strong finisher close to the bucket. He can play the 1 guard. He can play the 2 guard. He can make open shots. He can get in the paint and score. Jalen Brunson is a big-time contributor to a high-quality basketball team.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Now here's Wiseman. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Here's Toppin. Oh, Robinson with a block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Here's Towns. Here's McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here's Matherin.
Beginning of the first half, 2 minutes.
McConnell with it to halt the run. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Pass to Towns. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. 1:24 left in the half. Here's McConnell. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. And that one drops. Towns has got 17.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl Anthony Towns.
Now here's Halliburton. Defense right on him. McConnell passes to Halliburton. 5 to shoot. Unable to get that one. New York goes the other way with it. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Halliburton finds McConnell. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Matherin. He's guarded by Bridges. McConnell against Payne. Robinson with the block. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Here's McBride. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He ended up with 17 points. And that should do.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Bridges in at small forward. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. And the basket by Halliburton.
My goodness, what a triple drive by Mr. Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
That one goes. Count it. Siakam's got 9.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Halliburton. 14 points for him. Siakam in the post. Anunoby covering, and he gets that one. Siakam's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Hart from long range connects from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th personal foul. First team foul.
Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action. Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. New York has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. 3-pointer, Bridges. They get it back. Down low. Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Pass to Neesmith. Here's Matherin. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. For 3, Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Bridges has got 13.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
Brunson against Halliburton. To end the run. Turner. Great positioning on the putback. Turner's got his 2nd basket.
Well, there's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The Knicks making a switch here. Chua's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Nimhardt's checked in. Here's Matherin. There's Neesmith with the 3. And it's Brunson with the rebound. To the middle. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. To the paint. And Turner with the block.
How about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Hey, every team wants a guy who can block shots, and they certainly want a guy who can hit threes. Miles Turner does both, Chris.
Yes, he does, B.A. Miles has led the league in blocks multiple times. He also shot it well from the 3-point range. He's just a unique skill set. It's really hard to find guys like Turner.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Pass to Matherin. Siakam with it. Anunoby covering. Siakam, no good. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Guys, you think about the Indiana Pacers, a team that has had several coaching changes of late, and obviously that kind of inconsistency has no doubt played a part in their recent struggles.
Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Brunson. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Turner, and there it is for him. Turner's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Well, the Pacers hired Rick Carlisle as their coach for the second time, by the way, in the summer of 2021.
That's exactly right, B.A. Remember, Coach Carlisle was quite successful here between 2003 and 2007. Then he moved on to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks for 13 years. Obviously a championship coach that 1 year with Dirk Nowitzki. I think the Pacers optimistic Coach Carlisle can help speed up this rebuild.
McBride, he's checked in for New York.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
That one misses.
Miles McBride at the line.
And he sinks the second. Now McConnell. Pass to Neesmith. And here's McConnell. Fires from deep. And Neesmith, good for three. Neesmith's got 8.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Here's Payne. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Siakam, the pass to McConnell. Here's Nembhard. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Some changes for Indiana. Wiseman comes in for Turner. And it's Toppin in for Siakam.
Obi Toppin.
McConnell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a 3-second violation.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Now here's Hart. 6 points for him. New York, no good that time either. Here's Matherin. Outside for McConnell. Pass to Neesmith. Now here's Toppin. Guarded closely. Offensive rebound, Pacers. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. Here's Neesmith. Robinson with the block. Here's Wiseman.
Mitchell Robinson, when he contests shots, he is flat intimidating. He changes what you're thinking as an offensive player.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. Toppin left side. From the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Yeah, and for the Pacers, things had gotten stale. So they bring in a new coach in Rick Carlisle, a new potential star in Tyrese Halliburton, a fresh start for this franchise.
Indiana switching things up recently, going forward in a new direction.
And you know, B.A., change can be a good thing. Sometimes organizations can get comfortable winning 42, 44 games, losing in the first round. But the Pacers clearly want more. And you know what? I respect that.
McConnell's shot is off. New York has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. It's Hart on the wing. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Achua, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana.
Boy, when it comes to Precious Achua, guys, to me the talent is evident. A big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
Pass to Matherin. Takes the 3. Counted from distance. He's got 5.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Achua.
Karl Anthony Towns.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. McConnell against Payne.
Fourth personal foul. Fifth team foul.
The first free throw is good.
T.J. McConnell at the line. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Payne. Back to Hart. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit.
76.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got T.J. McConnell. James Wiseman is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Matherin. Shot clock at 6 from the stripe. Here's Wiseman. Pass to Siakam. And counted from 12 feet.
There's no hesitation in catch-and-shoot situations for Pascal Siakam. He has turned himself into a legitimate threat.
Now here's Towns. Takes it inside. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Wiseman. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for McConnell. And here's Brunson from the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Indiana will take it the other way. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his third foul so far. Indiana's gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Brunson against Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Knicks with the lead. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Poke loose, stolen by Siakam. In transition, here come the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. The Pacers again can't hit.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And it's Matherin missing. For New York, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Hart passes to Anunoby. And here's Hart. Back to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I mean, there's no aspect of the offensive end of the floor that's problematic for Towns. He's a 3-level scorer. His team understands he's in rhythm. It's looking easy for him right now.
Here's Neesmith. Siakam outside. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
13 foul.
Siakam against Anunoby. Siakam, no good. For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lets it go from 11 and too long on the shot. And the Knicks shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Halliburton with the ball. Here's Neesmith. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Picked it out of midair. He's got a clear path. Here's Halliburton, and he hammers it home to polish off the break.
No doubt about it, guys. We've got a ball game here. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Hart from long range. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Matherin from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now here's Bridges. Outside Brunson. Bridges outside. Towns with the ball. Left side Brunson. Shoots over Siakam. Rebounded by Halliburton. Siakam in the post. Anunoby covering. Siakam gets the bucket.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Towns down low. He's against Turner. Towns can't get it to go. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Knicks ball.
And the Knicks with the possession here. 22 was their biggest lead.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
First one falls for him.
Karl Anthony Towns.
And so Towns nails them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Nesmith. Halliburton's got an open look. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And he lobs it up top. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Here's Nesmith. He's guarded by Bridges. To the inside. Here's Siakam. Second shot opportunity. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line.
Pascal Siakam. One shot.
That's good from Siakam.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
2 points. That one goes.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Nesmith. Pass to Matherin. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now here's Brunson. It's Bridges on the wing. Hard with it. 6 to shoot. Towns for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Double team on Towns. Here's Bridges. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. Pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
Haynes checked in for New York.
Malachi Flynn. Tyrese Halliburton.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Hard passes to Towns. Outside Payne. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. And the Knicks, another 3.
It's not just the three-point shooting. It's the range three-point shooting. Towns will fire from anywhere.
Siakam with it. Towns covering. Pass to Nesmith. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Siakam. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns finds Anunoby. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Halliburton. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Payne. Now it's Hart. 3-pointer. And they get it back. 3-pointer, Bridges. The shot no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. There's Neesmith with a 3. Goes back up. Siakam, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And Bridges, here we go. Pass to Payne. 1:19 left to play in the 4th quarter. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Payne. Anunoby's got 9 points now in the 2nd half. Now a timeout called by Indiana. They're down by 15. 1:15 left to play in the 4th quarter. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Offensive rebound. Towns. No good with a layup. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
That free throw's good from Anunoby.
Well, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. Gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. No good on the free throw.
Walker.
That one misses. Hard up top. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That free throw, no good.
At the line, 2 shots.
And no luck that time either. Here's Nembhard. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
And we hope to see you again.
All right.